What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Comics Remixed. Actually, this is episode 10.1.
Anniversary issue. Woo!
No, that's 25.
Hey,
1, 25, 50.
When you put this up on the video, make it in like a foil cover.
Yeah. No, welcome everybody to another episode. Wade Wilson.
David Sanchez.
Yep.
Thanks for having us, people.
We're always glad to be on your computer screens or on your iPads, phones, or wherever you're watching us from. You know?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people ask me real quick, they say, is your name really Wade? No, it's not. You can call me Junior. Wade is my stage name, I guess. My paparazzi. How would you put that?
I don't know. I don't even know why you started using Wade Wilson. You remind me nothing of Deadpool.
No. Well, it was Meg A. Tron, remember?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
The only reason...
Then maybe you sound like a chick.
Yeah. The alias was for Facebook, for my regular Facebook page. Because I don't want people finding me.
Can you imagine if you wrote Meg A. Tran? That would have been fun.
Yeah.
I just left it up there for a while.
Yeah, really. Anyway.
I was like, why am I getting so many friends requests?
Yeah.
Very strange
And they're all...
people.
Yeah. Very strange. Anywho.
Yeah.
So, welcome to another episode. Just want to say thank you to all the viewers who've helped us and have kept inspiring us to keep going. You know, 10
we're
episodes.
having fun.
Yeah, we're having fun. 10
we're-
episodes doesn't seem like much, but when you break it off into 3 parts a week, you know, and then the audio that we used to do, the first 4 episodes were audio. You know, and the C2E2 coverage and everything like that, and then all the work we do online with the Facebook and all that stuff. So, I mean, you know, comics are pretty much. Well, they're a big part of my life because it's my job.
Who says that guys can't have book clubs?
Yeah, really. Oprah, go screw yourself.
Yeah. Put this on your book club list.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that? Fuck that. Fuck Oprah's book list. Unless some of you guys like Oprah's book list, then I guess that's fine too.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Anyway, everybody knows first part of the new episode is always the news. So breaking the fourth wall.
I like that we're both holding pens.
You took it from me, man. This is my thing. You don't have a pen. You twiddle your thumbs.
I was gonna play Sudoku on my phone while you talk.
Remember that episode where I was sitting there going like this, and you're like, "Dude, you look bored." That's what would happen if you were playing Sudoku on your phone.
Not unless I challenge people to a timed Sudoku challenge.
Challenge.
Yeah.
All right, enough bantering. Breaking the fourth wall. I'm just gonna go out and say it. News has been very, very slow last couple weeks, last couple months actually. A lot of the stuff that comes out is more previews of upcoming things, you know. And since the weather's getting warmer, we all know it's movie season now. A lot of movie news. So when you're watching these episodes, don't think we've, you know, no comic news. Let's go talk about movies now. It's just, you know, it's what's happening right now. It's what's in.
Unless you want to Facebook me and finally talk Avengers.
Yes.
I finally saw it.
David finally saw the Avengers movie.
It was really good. It was a really good movie. Yeah, I liked a lot of the banter. Like
That's why we let him back on camera.
Well, I like how Iron Man had almost like a nickname for all the guys. Like you didn't catch it. You say you didn't catch it when he called Hawkeye Legolas.
I did catch that.
You did catch it? I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did have to say I wish Hawkeye had a little bit more speed to his quiver.
Yeah.
Legolas did kind of raise the bar on archers in a movie.
Yeah.
He did.
You know, I thought it was cool when Tony walks in and he's like, that dude's playing Galaga.
Yeah, and then he goes back to play again.
So now, with that said though, you know somebody from Warner Brothers got fired. You know that.
Oh, because the Hawkeye thing?
No, because they're stupid. Joss Whedon, director of Avengers, the opening weekend grossed $200.7 million. Okay? Was attached to do the Wonder Woman movie.
Oh.
They decided not to do it, and they fired Joss Whedon.
Wow, yeah, man.
$200.7 million later, somebody at Warner Brothers is getting fired for that decision. Stupid.
Yeah, I forgot about that only because when they were supposed to launch out that TV series, everything was getting really messy.
The movie got... What happened was the movie, when they let Joss go, they still wanted to do something with it, so they filmed the pilot, and the movie got translated into the show instead.
Do you think that's why Black Widow was so prominent in the Avengers movie? Think about it. Think about how much of a major role she played in this one, as opposed to like in a regular Avengers story arc where she is like a backstage character, because she is the spy of the group.
Very true.
And she's doing a lot of the underhanded stuff and playing people.
Very true.
But in this movie, she had
a big spotlight.
She did, and when you compare it to how they split it off between the characters, her role, she touched upon a few different characters.
Yeah.
You know, like her relationship with Hawkeye, where you thought, man, they're gonna just bang right here. They're just gonna let it out. With the Hulk, you know, I thought that was great when she's assigned to go get the Hulk, and she's totally like, you can see that she wants to freak out, but she's keeping it professional.
Yeah.
When she her confrontation with Loki, you guys mentioned last week that each character has something going on with Loki.
Yeah.
But her interaction, actually, that interaction probably shows a lot about Scarlett Scarlett Johansson as an actress.
Right.
How she kind of like switched gears, like, I'm emotional, but no, I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, it's funny because we're totally going off topic. Well, we haven't really started a topic, but what did you think? Because I remember a couple weeks back in one of the older episodes when we were talking about the movie, how you were saying you weren't a fan of the still that they posted of Captain America punching Loki like a mere mortal fighting a god. But now that you saw the scene play out, what do you think? Does that change your opinion now?
I was still kind of weirded out by that. But it did work only because when he did hit Loki, you got the idea, you know, it didn't really phase him.
Right.
It didn't, because he's still a god. Was Loki very god-ish? Not as much as Thanos is gonna be. But you get where I'm going with this? Like kind of how they're probably gonna treat Thanos, give him a lot of that, you know, you can't touch me. Well, even Loki had that attitude, like, don't touch me, but it's kind of like
Loki just, it was perfect.
But it's because he was a lackey. He was somebody else's lackey.
Right. It was Thanos' lackey, pretty much.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the way they portrayed Loki in the movie was just hands-on great, because
I like the guy who played him.
That's Loki. That's him.
Yeah.
That he got the character down. Loki is supposed to be one of those sniveling little, you know, backstabbing guys that has all this power, but he chooses to run around like a little kid.
The best example was when they were on the helicarrier and they were just all arguing with each other.
Yes.
Yeah, that was prime Loki right there, the mischief right there.
Yeah.
You know, he purposely wanted to get caught because he wanted to unleash the monster.
Mm-hmm.
Which was fantastic. Hulk was spot on.
They got him.
This one.
They got him.
I did enjoy the fact that the Hulk got his hands on Loki. And you know what? Here's the thing. Here's kind of like a danger zone-ish area. Like how insanely powerful the Hulk was compared to the other characters.
Yeah. I thought it was a bit cartoony, though, when he was, you know.
But then again,
kind of reminded me of Bam Bam from the Flintstones.
As we learned, remember when the first Spider-Man movie came out, and everybody was worried because when it came out, and they did a lot of the CG Spider-Man shots, it was like a very gummy effect. But how much more believable is that compared to they really tried to completely render him?
Yeah, it's true.
You know, it keeps you in that movie magic. It keeps you in there, like you realize you're watching the movie. It's not super
and if you're gonna
real.
if you're gonna sit there and be like, the Hulk didn't look real, I got news for you. He's not a real character.
Thanks for fucking up for everybody.
I'm sorry,
but because like if that were the case, because my only actually complaint is actually Hawkeye, which kind of sucks because I liked his role, how he switched it from bad guy to good guy because he was being mind control, and he practically took down the helicarrier.
Yeah.
Because I really do enjoy when it comes to comics, and I think of my favorite archers, it comes down to Hawkeye from the Ultimates and Arsenal from DC. How it's not just a bow and arrow thing.
Right.
How they also, you know, they use their sniper gun, they use their, you know, they are like an arsenal.
Right.
They're soldiers. You know, they can use any weapon. And the situations that he was placed in, I felt that even though he was a mega badass shooting people without looking and doing like having his trick arrows and switching them up with his bow, unless he had that little knife to back him up every now and then, he really didn't have anything else to stand up toe to toe with all these other superheroes that he was surrounded with.
Right.
You know, as opposed to Hawkeye from the Ultimates, he switches it up.
Yeah.
He could be a sniper, have a sniper gun. He has his, he has his handguns. And I guess also, just because Legolas just really raised the bar on guys with arrows. Because Legolas didn't even have trick arrows.
No, he was an elf.
He was fucking shooting 5 at a time. Clap.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah, killed a fucking elephant.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he killed an elephant with an arrow.
Yeah, he did.
Did Hawkeye take down one of those crazy worm things with an arrow?
No, did he? I might have went to get popcorn.
He didn't.
Well, I guess that leads into our first, our first thing for this week's news, being movie news. Kick-Ass 2 is set to start filming or start production in September of this year, which is a few months away. Universal's talking to Matthew Vaughn, who directed, produced, and he self-financed the first movie. I didn't know that.
Wow.
That's dedication, damn it.
Yeah.
But they're talking to him about doing this movie. He's on to produce Kick-Ass 2, but he's actually bringing on Jeff Waldo to direct. He's not going to direct this one. And Jeff Waldo, for those who don't know, is responsible for bringing us the great movie Never Back Down.
What movie is that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, this movie...
Is that one of those, straight to video, like
it was in the theater, but very briefly.
Oh, okay. I was like, this group used to be some gangs, and then through the help of capoeira or jiu-jitsu, they became.
No, it was that
protectors of the.
It was like, I look at it as UFC meets Step Up.
Oh, actually, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. A lot of that could be maybe he just doesn't have a connection to this movie, like he did the first movie. He was a fan of the actual comic book series too, and. He's just not feeling that. Maybe this is just something that's being forced, kind of down people's throats. Like the first one made so much money. It was such a huge hit. We gotta keep this train rolling.
Right.
And put some money on this one, and maybe he's gonna produce it. Maybe he won't be the only producer.
Could be.
Maybe he's just putting some money into it because he knows he could cash in on it, and the script that they showed him just isn't, is not a great script.
Right.
So that makes me worry. I'm very worried about this movie. Am I so interested in it? I think part one.
Not gonna go away.
Okay.
Let me talk to them.
We have people trying to get into the store. People. They're walking. Let them walk away, Junior.
That's all right, man. I see. You never know.
All right. So technical difficulties, everybody.
I'm leaving this part in. All right.
Talk about customer service.
All right. Now you see what usually gets cut out of the episode is us walking and taking our seats and everything. We had to pause the camera. Elderly couple came in. They were looking for something for their grandson, nephew.
Yeah, he busted his leg.
So normally I would tell people to go screw themselves. The store is closed. But, there's just something about it. I just, let them in. They bought a Justice League hardcover for the kid.
Good for them. I think it's the only head up there.
No, there's one more.
There's one more?
There's one more.
Yeah,
that thing has been selling, dude.
Yeah.
But, on a very, very small occasion, we will open up, depending why, It's hard for me to turn down elderly people, especially nice ones, but there are those.
They were nice.
There's some elderly folks who they're dickheads. Yeah. So, whatever. But
the older gentleman was born the same year as Superman.
Yes, he was.
That was pretty cool.
He was.
He's a collector too. Look at how that worked out.
What would have been cool? We probably should have kept the damn camera on.
Yeah, we should have we should have got him in the camera so
Yeah.
he could tell us about the comic books in his days.
They're
yeah,
right
but the
there.
experience.
They're right there.
Experience. Damn. Wall.
All right. Anyways, continuing.
So yeah, Kick-Ass 2. I don't think he's doing it. He's not feeling it. Maybe the way that the script was translated over, maybe that he didn't like, or it's just like he did this part. He doesn't want to be known as Kick-Ass guy.
True. Well, the website Heat Vision reports that Devon wrote the script to Kick-Ass 2.
Mm.
Besides actually being being the producer. And the script will adapt both the Kick-Ass 2 miniseries that was just recently released, and the upcoming Hit Girl miniseries that first issue is due out next month.
Mm.
And they're planning on the Hit Girl story to be the kind of the first part of the movie, give or take, like first act, I guess.
Well, then he's just holding out for money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I can think
he
of.
wants to make his bank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey. His prerogative.
And
Can't blame the guy.
So, obviously, fans of the first Kick-Ass will go watch Kick-Ass 2. I didn't see Kick-Ass in the theater. I had no interest in it. I watched the bootleg copy. I thought it was pretty good. I recently picked up a Blu-ray, DVD, digital combo pack for like $7 at Walmart.
It would be kind of weird mashing up the Hit Girl stuff with the Kick-Ass 2 stuff.
Right, because we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We got to see when the Hit Girl miniseries takes place, as a matter of fact. Like when does it take place in continuity with Kick-Ass 2.
Ah, all
So
right.
we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Some sad news. Just yesterday, May 11th. Today's May 12th. You'll see this Monday or whatever. Okay, May 11th. Filipino comic artist Tony DeZuniga passed away. DeZuniga, I'm sorry. Alright, start that over. Some sad news. This past Friday, May 11th, Tony DeZuniga passed away. Filipino comic book artist. He was born in November. He was born November 8th, 1932. It's very sad when anybody passes away, as we covered a couple weeks ago with the passing of Mobius. For those that don't know, he is the co-creator of Jonah Hex. I know a lot of you saw the movie only because of Megan Fox, but he co-created it along with John Albano, and he also co-created the first Black Orchid character with Sheldon Mayer.
Oh, Black Orchid?
Yeah, Black Orchid.
Black Orchid.
Yeah, he was the first Filipino artist actually whose work was accepted by American publishers.
Way to tear down that glass ceiling.
Yeah, that's a huge breakthrough.
Yeah.
He worked on, mostly he's known for his DC work, but he also worked for Marvel. He worked on Spidey. He worked on X-Men. But after leaving comics for a while, he became a video game conceptual designer, and he spent over a decade with the U.S. and Japan divisions of Sega.
Also doing like Sonic. That's always the go-to for Sega, like Sonic.
Yeah, that's their mascot, dude.
Yeah.
I
think they started banking on just arcade consoles and not actual games. Yeah.
But in April of this year, just last month, he suffered a life-threatening stroke. And on Free Comic Book Day, a lot of Filipino artists got together to do they launched a sketch drive, t-shirt sale, auction to help raise funds to help with his medical treatments, and the complications arose from the stroke, and on this past Friday, May 11th at 1:25 a.m., he passed away from the stroke, having led to subsequent brain damage and heart failure.
Well, that's always like one of the fears of being a freelance artist and working, just doing that kind of work is you can have such a great career, most likely fulfilling career that he had, but no benefits, no medical. It's really hard to take care of yourself, man.
Well, you know what? Don't some of the bigger guys have stuff like that?
No, well, actually, I was about to mention, if you have to invest an extra couple $100 a year or something like that, join a guild. Join some kind of a guild, some kind of a group where...
Not the guild, the internet show.
No, there's the Graphic Artists Guild here in Chicago. There's a Graphic Artists... Society of Graphic Artists in Chicago. There's a lot. For illustrators, a Society of Illustrators based out of New York. Join a group. They can most likely get you in a group rate with other freelancers to get you your medical going. Just because you're freelancing, just don't let that fear beat you out. Like, oh man, I'm better off being a manager at Target, than
because you're not.
Okay, like I hear I have this
I can
opportunity to do this one cover for Spider-Man. It might or might not lead anywhere, but my boss just asked me yesterday I have the opportunity to step it up and do this training and be fully 40-hour manager employee at this retail store. Like here you are. Just don't have
both.
that fear. Take it. If you're worried about your benefits, join a guild. Ask around. It doesn't
but if
hurt
you're
to
that
ask.
confident in your skills and you know there's something there, you shouldn't be afraid because something obviously pop off in a positive way because of that. You know.
I mean, it's great that a lot of people got together to help him and his family trying to get through like this medical emergency.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you didn't have to go that route.
Yeah.
You know. So just throwing that in there for you
We'll
guys.
never know.
If any artists have questions about that kind of guild, that kind of the guild stuff or that medical stuff, feel free to email me. I was once part of a guild, or just go to your alma mater, your school. They should be able to give you more information on that.
So Tony DeZuniga, rest in peace.
Lots of love to you and your family.
Closing off, breaking the fourth wall. AMC has announced that they've renewed Kevin Smith's Comic Book Men and the show The Talking Dead for season 2 each. Do we care?
Say The Talking Dead?
Yep, The Talking Dead.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a show that comes on after Comic Book Men, and it's basically a talk show, like a Jay Leno type show, starring certain like stars from The Walking Dead, and it's an unscripted show. It's just like a late night talk show thing, where they talk about that episode and everything like that.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, do you really care?
So for the fanatics or something. The Walking Dead fanatics. Yeah, that's something I wouldn't care for. I mean, if it's making good advertising money, then fine, go for it. That's the only other reason. That was going to be like when I was trying to justify having Comic Book Men be renewed. I was like, well, they must be making good advertising money.
They renewed it. Each show 16 half-hour episodes. The first season, I can't really speak on Talking Dead because I never watched it. Comic Book Men, on the other half, I watched all 6 episodes. Keep in mind, only 6 episodes. Was it a great show? No. Was it a good show? Yeah. Wasn't great. Did you watch any of those comic book?
I watched the first one. I didn't like it. It wasn't a big.
You know, it's Pawn for those that haven't watched it, and for those even that have that I've spoken to here in the store. It's Pawn Stars meets a comic book store.
That's just this. Yeah, I'm already one of his fans on Smodcast. I already download. I'm always up to date on his Smodcasting, and to me that's like kind of like enough Kevin Smith stuff.
Right.
I think he's taking this whole reality thing. It's kind of like wow, man, focus on what you got famous for, and you know, put out a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, see, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's.
A lot of
there's just so much shit that you could talk that I probably haven't talked about.
A lot of the customers that come into the store here, we've had this discussion plenty of times. You know how we could probably make a better show. You know, it's not difficult. It's not. We probably should think of doing something like that.
But that's what I meant.
But it's not the right kind of show. Like, you think Comic Book Men, and you see it takes place 90% of the time in a comic book store. For comic guys like us, you know, we go into it with the notion like, oh, dude, it's gonna be like a total nerd show and everything. It's not. It, like I said, it's just like Pawn Stars. They have people coming in. They either buy or sell stuff, and then they have little side things with the members of the store. You know, like little things, little adventures or something that they get into throughout the episode. And you know what I mean? It's not what it should be. It's not what it could be. It's not what it has the potential to possibly grow to be.
Right.
It's like you were saying, Kevin's already got his Smodcast, so I mean, it's just like, I think it's just Kevin giving a what's up to his boys, you know, like these are the guys I came up with, they helped me, so now I'm putting their face on TV on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a comic fan myself, I'm gonna continue to watch it only because it's the only thing like that on TV. You know, and for those who really, really know me, I don't watch TV. The only thing I can keep a schedule up with is wrestling, and I can barely watch that as it is. I watch everything on DVD. So, but Comic Book Man is something that
You'd probably really enjoy streaming if you could.
Yeah.
You'd probably be a big streamer.
So, yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do for the money, baby. Don't judge me. Nobody wants to see the little boy grow up to be a streamer on stage. Like I said, 16 episodes. Does anybody care? To a point, no. But like I said, it's the closest thing like this on TV for us comic guys.
Yeah, that hits it on the nose right there.
Yeah. There was something kind of specific, or not specific, but something sort of the same on the Travel Channel. It was called Toy Hunters.
Oh, but then you told me that they made it too much. It was more money hungry than it was
Yes.
about the collecting.
It had really nothing to do with the collecting and the love of the hobby. It was more of, hey, this Mego doll is worth $100. I just found it in some guy's garage for $10. What can I turn around to make a profit off of?
Yeah, so it's kind of like something like American Pickers probably shows more love to collecting than.
Yeah, and it they only aired the one episode. I would like to see more of it. A buddy of mine in Indiana told me that he wrote a letter actually. Because I met a very big toy collector. Shout out to Lou, very big toy collector. He got in contact with these guys, and he kind of ripped them a new one. And he actually got a phone call back from the host of the show.
Really?
Yes, saying that he wasn't the only one that wrote him that kind of letter, and he agrees with how the show is supposed to be or how we would like to see it. But the fact that the studio, Travel Channel, they see it as okay. People want to see money. They want to see value. So he kind of had to go along with what the studio wants, which is why they've only aired the one episode. Will they air more? Who knows? But until they do, Comic Book Men is the only thing that we're going to get.
Good job, dude.
Unless I decide to go and just film my personal collection. Make a show out of that, 'cause Lord knows I can.
Yeah, it's like the mini museum up in his house.
So, Comic Book Men, Talking Dead, 16 episodes. As for when, they didn't really say. Obviously next season, so I'm guessing sometime late August, September maybe. The first season I'm sure will be out on DVD by then. I'll pick it up, if not only for the extras, because Kevin Smith is entertaining in his own right. Anything he puts out is pretty much entertaining. Like I said, for guys like us, the comic guys, that's the closest thing we got. So I know some people will watch this and be like, the hell with that, I'm not spending my money on it. Nah, nobody said I was going to spend a crap load of money on it.
But Kevin,
he's not getting a Blu-ray.
Kevin, go write a movie or finish one of your miniseries. That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, that'd be pretty cool to do a comic show.
Oh, fuck.
That's not how I meant it. I meant wouldn't it be cool to go? I don't even want to say cross country, but just go to a lot of different shops.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just need an RV and a camera. Which I'll be down for. I'm all about.
We don't have an RV, but
shoot, I took that little key all the way to Washington.
I've got my truck. We've got a camera.
Hey.
If you guys want to see comics remixed on the road, let us know. Your feedback's important. Obviously, if we didn't have people like you watching the show, we wouldn't be doing it. We'd be doing it, but just not on camera. It'd be, oh, wow, this whole thing sounds fucked up. All right, let me take this back. We'd still be having these kind of discussions. It just wouldn't be taped and published on YouTube.
Yeah. I had to take my family with me, though. If I go on a road trip with Eddie Haida,
what the hell, man?
Yeah, man, I'm never going to hear the end of it. Yeah.
Some sacrifices got to be made, man. Take one for the team.
I actually love my family.
What are you trying to say? Take one for the team, man. Leave her home.
Yeah.
If she loves you, she'll understand.
I think she'll love the road trip.
She can take her own road trip. This is business.
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, it's a whole other discussion. Anyways.
That's why I would rent the RV.
For 10.1. Dude, gas prices? You rent the RV and you pay for gas, I'll do all the driving.
I've been in a car with you and drove in it for about 13 hours.
Okay, you gotta remember.
I think we need more space.
A, that was a Jetta. B, gas prices were way different back 10 years ago.
We took that Jetta all the way to Baltimore.
Yeah. On a road trip to the Baltimore retailer / Comic-Con.
A lot for shit.
That was what, 2003? Something like that?
Yeah.
But you gotta remember though, man, gas prices were crazy different back then. And it was just me and you. Dude, remember all the free swag we got when we came back?
Yeah, dude, we couldn't.
The bad thing was, being in a 95 Jetta, us two big boys, with the windows rolled all the way up, dead in the middle of summer because there is a thunderstorm.
Oh,
no air
yeah,
conditioning.
That was messed up, man.
Smelling like funk.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of free stuff, so it's pretty cool. And it's an experience that we can we'll never forget.
That was a great time.
Yeah, it was. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But for 10.1, Wade Wilson.
David Sanchez.
We'll see you guys back.